Oh no, here we go again.
G'day YouTube, Neon Doom here, back in the Neon Doom room. And I'll just let you know straight off the bat that I've just been speaking for about 5 minutes to the camera and it wasn't even running, the video wasn't running. So who knows how I'm going to be able to recap everything I just rambled on about. Anyway, I am back in the Neon Doom room. I am here to have a chat to you about some shameful bags I have in the corner. There'll be some b-roll that will go over the top of it. I have been doing some renovations in here. It has not the kind of renovations where I'm doing a whole lot of building, though there has been a little bit of constructing of things. I found some shelves on the side of the road because you know how cheap I am, and they have to meet certain dimensions, so I've had to come up with a few ideas. I'll show them all to you in a later video because I have a video planned to show you the renovations in this room. It has been an ongoing nightmare to try to get all this stuff shifted around. This is a 3x3 roughly room. There are some elongations and that big shelf behind me shortens the room quite a lot. I've got a built-in that has my CRT TV, VHS player, record player and a bunch of other stuff there. Not a whole lot of room behind it, and I don't really have storage. I don't have built-ins, I don't have cupboards. It's literally what I've got. I would love to have the extra space to do that, but I have been renovating a bit in here. Like I said, I put a shelf up here I found on the side of the road. I had to come up with a lateral plan on how I was going to make my computer monitor and my PC stand work with everything, because I found also an old TV, not an old TV, an old TV case without the TV tube in it, which I wanted to do something with later, and that's actually had to be dropped down to the ground, legs taken off, and use that as a computer bench because I've gotten smaller and smaller and smaller with my computer bench, and it looks pretty cool. It'll be sort of fixed later on, but I managed to make that all work with the little cupboard I chucked in there. But to give you the rundown is that this room has been almost inaccessible half the time I've been in here. I had to take things out of one shelf to move them to another so I can use that shelf for something else, but it's hard to do that when your room's piled up with stuff. So you've literally got to move everything from one side to the other. You've got to move things to where they're meant to be. The stuff that are in that shelf over there that the new stuff's going into have to be moved somewhere else. So it's like a bit of a jigsaw puzzle, like Tetris-like moment where I have to go here to here and then here to here, then there to there, then move that out because I can't do anything with that, and then shove something else. It's just ongoing. Anyway, regardless of all of that, I do apologize that is a ramble, but this room is a great room. It is just very, very small, and I don't have a lot of space to work with. So it's looking better. Like I am actually getting to a point now where I've moved stuff. I moved all my toys off the floor into the new cabinet, just boxed. They're all in boxes, but the boxes managed to fit into that shelf where the toys will actually be displayed fine for the most part. And it gave me the space to stack a few DVDs in and to move other things into that corner, these bags that I'm going to show you tonight. So the bags that I put in the corner, they actually allow me to have more space in here. I can walk around. There might be a bit of b-roll. It might not look like much, but this room actually it can be quite spacious when it's empty, and I've got a whole side here that I need to empty later on as well. But that gave me the room to get those DVDs, the media in that corner, the bags out, and to be able to show you tonight what's in them so I can then put them on the shelves. Because when they're in bags, they just take up floor space. They take up floor space that add to my anxiety. And this room can be a beautiful room, it can be a very anxious room for me to be in at times because of how much is in here. The stuff's all great, I love every inch of everything that's in here, but it needs to have a shelf, it needs to have a space to be in, it needs to have a place to live.
Oh, why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Otherwise, it just lives on the floor, like all of my great novels now that used to live in this shelf. I can't fit novels in this room anymore. They now live on the floor. So now I've got to move them somewhere else, probably into the main house. Regardless of all of that, we're going to go through the 4 bags that were in that corner. There is a 5th one, which is mailed in stuff I've ordered, stuff people have sent me that I've looked at, I've checked to make sure they're in there, and they've just gone in that bag into the corner because I can't talk about everything at once. We'll get to them later. And we'll also get to a few other things we'll talk about in the future. some pretty cool things, to be honest, but I just don't have time today. Let's talk about the 4 bags that I have here. We'll try to make it quick. There'll be a bit of laughter at that. I know my videos can be quite long at times, but I'll try to make it quick. For the physical media lovers, you'll like it. For the movie lovers, you'll like it. For anybody else who just wants a quick snappy video, like everyone seems to want these days, make a 5-minute video, no one wants to watch it. Make a 20-minute video, no one wants to watch it. This stuff is cool. This is all stuff from Op-Shops, Vinnie's. There'll be a bunch of other different places. I can't remember where I found them. They've all been bagged for too long. But let's go through them. Let's go through the CDs first. 1 minute, there's only a couple in this bag. Now, you'll remember that I found And You Will Know Us by the Trail of Dead's, maybe 2nd, 3rd, I don't remember which album last time. It wasn't the one I used to own. Well, I found the one I used to own. There you go. Source tags and codes. I know my mate Mark, he'll know this album. It's a great album. It's very dark, but I can't even explain it because it's a whole new level. It's a very, very clean disc. It's just an excellent album, a really good album. I've always had a love of this album, and to find it at the same place I found the last one, perfect, excellent. And these were $1 each. Green Day International Super Hits. I just bought it because I like Green Day. I don't love them, but I do like them. And if I find a good album, I'll always try to pick it up, as long as it's not too scratched. This one is, I never noticed before, and I don't know why, it's covered in liquid. I don't know why it's covered in liquid, but you might see that. You see that? Wow. It is, looks like Coca-Cola or something. I don't know why. I'll have to clean that one. Didn't see that last time. Anyway, that was a good one. Just their hits. Not a lot of people will say they like this band, but I like them. I Set My Friends on Fire. They a bit screamo. New age screamo, but I like them. I listen to them every single day, and the disc has no gunk on it. But look, for $1, man, I can't turn away an album for $1. All right, let's go on to a couple of Blu-rays. I bought. See, these are all mixed up. Oh no, that's from the same place. That's fine. Avengers: Age of Ultron, Blu-ray. Now I'm not going to open it. I checked these. The Blu-rays were clean. But that's for $3. I don't like paying $3, but it's a Blu-ray, so whatever. Terminator Salvation. There'll be some people that are a bit divided about this movie. I quite liked it. I think the thing I liked about it was the post-apocalyptic setting, probably more than anything else. And I liked the interaction between humans and the Terminators. And also that little show and tell of, like, showing what happens when you process humans through when they've been captured. And that just that scene where that giant robot comes in and destroys that petrol station in the middle of nowhere. There's elements of this movie I really like. It's not an amazing movie. It's not great. It was a clean disc. I did check that. That scene there, which is on the inside. Really cool, really cool. People try to get away, they can't. They get thrown in those cages on his back. Very cool movie. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. Another Avengers Infinity War. Wow, that light's very bright. Sorry about that. Yeah, so look, I'm trying to pick up these superhero movies on Blu-ray where I can find them. I just don't want to buy them new. I don't want to spend that much money on a movie that's I'd like to get cheap if possible.
You're cheap!
Okay, so I've got a tri-movie collector pack, or 3-movie collector pack. I don't usually buy these, but I got this because it's a Brad Pitt collection, and I don't mind him when he was younger. You'll laugh, but I remember watching Legend of the Fall when I was young, and I really liked that. I mean, it's an epic movie with a lot of romance and stuff. 7 Years in Tibet's an excellent movie, and The Devil's Own is also an excellent movie. All 3 on 1. And for the people that think they're crap, that's okay. Everyone's got an opinion. I found this, and it's a funny one because it's just got weird. It says region. Actually, I think this might be regional. This was $1. Does it have regional? Yeah, it's all okay. I was really hoping it would be a region 4. This is what I believe is the Invisible Strangler. slasher slash thriller movie. But the problem is that the front says The Invisible Strangler, the disc says The Invisible Strangler, and because it's a region-all movie and probably ripped, the side says Invisible Stranger, which really triggers me because you look at the spine. Anyway, regardless, I put it down last time and I picked it up this time just because I guess it's a slasher type movie. I think it's an old one. It says Payless on the front, so I don't know if that's been like out of copyright. Regardless, it is frustrating. The spine says the wrong thing. Picked it up anyway. I'll give it a watch. If it's not worth it, I won't watch it. Lost season 4. I have 1, 2, 3, and I believe 6. I bought 1, 2, and 3 brand new years ago. Watched 5 seasons out of 6 and never watched the 6th season. Found 6. And then I just don't want to buy them new anymore. Found 4, so I think I only need 5. I'll need to double check that, but there's a lot of DVDs in here. I did check them, they're pretty clean, it's a very clean case. So yeah, we'll go side by side with the other ones. Lycanthropy. It does say something under it, The Dark Side of Evolution. It's like a werewolf kind of movie. And I just got it because it looked interesting. And I've been watching people on Instagram with their amazing collections of real low budget movies that I've never heard of, like thousands of them, and it's inspired me to try to find the odd ones where I can, so I bought that one. Looks pretty cool. Proximity, Rob Lowe and James Coburn. Proximity. Don't know anything about it. The killers are closing in on him. Oh sorry, he's closing in on the truth and the killers are closing in on him. A lot more scratch than I thought it was going to be. Oh, this light. Can you see this camera? Alright, are these all, yeah, so these are all VHS. I got, now, I don't like these guys. I've never been a huge fan of them. REM. You're going to say, what? You're crazy. It's the end of the world. You're crazy, REM are great. But I've never been a huge fan of REM. I find his voice very annoying. But I picked it up. I thought maybe I could hold on to it for a bit and maybe see if I could sell it to somebody who actually appreciates them. It is one of those ones that on the inside is actually upside down, which is another pet peeve of mine, but doesn't matter. Not a huge fan. Broken Arrow, always a good movie. Pretty sure I checked these, that's in there. It's even got a Athenium music video sticker on it. Let's try to speed up a bit. I bought this on DVD recently. Jackie Chan, Mr. Nice Guy. There you go, that light, I think I've got it positioned wrong. Pointing right down at me. Let's fix the light. Alright, that should be a bit better. That's a bit better. Jackie Chan, Mr. Nice Guy. Passed up on it last time, hoped it was there, went back, found it. It's all in there, it's all fine. The new version of the Time Machine. Yeah, it's got Guy Pearce, somebody remember, Jeremy Irons. I like the original. The original, I've seen this a long time ago. Yeah, you know, you can't remake the classics, I'm sorry. Like some classics you just can't remake. There's a bit of sticker residue on it. But I didn't think it was a terrible movie. I just kind of, that was the era when they really started to pick up speed in trying to remake things. Not a huge fan of remaking things like this. The original movie is great and just as scary. Come on, Turner and Hooch. Saw this in the cinema when it came out. It's in, yeah, it's in there. Couldn't say that, Turner and Hooch. Funny. Don't eat the car, not the car. Smashing Pumpkins, this is a good find. Music VHS tapes are a good thing to look for. By the way, all of them are all 50 cents, just to let you know that. Smashing Pumpkins, Vueforia. Don't recall ever seeing this. It's back to front in there. It is in there, so I will give that a watch. I was listening to Smashing Pumpkins the other day. The Romantic English Woman. The Conflict of a Love Triangle. At the back, at the front looked a bit naughty. but the actual movie has Michael Caine in it. Glenda Jackson, Michael Caine, and Helmut Berger. I don't know who that is. I probably do if I see their face. But apparently a good movie. In an era when I guess stories like that were deep and meaningful and had good actors. It's got a weird case on it though. It's got this big white line around the outside of it. It's all around the top. Very strange. Anyway, I picked it up mostly because it had Michael Caine in it. I should insert clip of Mark saying Michael Caine. This one was an interesting one because I picked it up, put it down, went, oh yeah, these old movies, like these were like dollar bin bargain movies back in the day. You know, the golden age of cinema. But I picked it up, and to my delight and surprise, see that? Crinkling sounds. That's a sealed VHS. The Snows of Kilimanjaro. Sealed. Never watched. Good old Australian VHSs. They never cover the outside. It's never sealed on the outside. It's always like getting dusty and trashed on the outside, though this is quite clean. But sealed on the inside. There's the original seal right there on the back. That what it was joined together. Brand new. Never used. So I'm very happy that I picked that up. That's bag one. So cut me here. And we're going to cut to when I'm talking about bag two with all of the things out. And I'll put these to the side. Go. Was it Kramer said in one of the Seinfeld episodes? And we're back. Alright, let's go through what we've got here. Go through the DVDs first. A Few Good Men. Excellent movie. It's been a long while since I've seen it. Picked it up. Oh, it fell out of its case, but it's mostly clean. A few scratches. Should be fine. Can't put them back in. It's got like a DVD, so much more slip in here. I love these things. A Few Good Men, good movie. This is cool. You know, I'm finding music DVDs or music anything really. Oh, I didn't check it. I didn't check it. You can cue the music now. How the hell did I not see this? Did it fall out? Is it in there? No. My first loss. My first loss, my friends. I was very happy about this. Audio Slave. But guess what? Cue the music. There is a sleeve in it though, saying Sony Music DVD. What a shame. Maybe I'll find the disc. Who knows? I doubt it, but I was really looking forward to that. Okay, doesn't matter. We let these things go. Pretty cool case though. Boogie Nights. We know what this movie's about. We know what this movie's about. But that's okay. I don't think I've fully seen this movie all the way through. It's very clean, a little bit scungy, but clean. Wow, what did they spray on this? Like hairspray. Good movie, good actors. Old school. DEFCON 4. Hey man, these are fraudulently made movies. The disc is in there. I thought I checked all these by the way, but obviously not all of them. Very clean disc. If you don't believe me. Very, very clean disc. Ooh, you can see that TV in the background. Yep, didn't own it. Well, I think I do own it. I think I own it on maybe another one that's in one of these bags or in there. But it was on like a double up DVD. You know, post-apocalyptic. I love all that. A Lou Diamond Phillips film with Carrie Carrie, that's a terrible last name. It says Lou Diamond Phillips from La Bamba and Carrie from Anaconda. There's a big name to live up to. Malevolent. That is really, truly a terrible last name. Let's put Carrie Werher is there. That's how you say the name. Carrie Werher. Is it Payless? It's Payless. So somebody can see there's Payless. Where's the word Payless now? There. The bottom. Right there. Payless. So someone's copied them. This is smudgy but clean. You're not going to find every single movie from way back whenever on DVD because some of them made it to DVD briefly or they didn't have the rights to send it to DVD and it stayed on VHS. Regardless, consider these kind of ones as placeholders until I find maybe a legitimate one, or even know if a legitimate one was made. Who cares? It's Lou Diamond Phillips. You know, you don't find a lot of his stuff out and about these days. On the subject of good bad movies, well, this is, well, I've never heard of this one. It's got Kim Cattrall in it, you know, from Sex and the City and from Mannequin and lots of other movies. And Dak Rambo. What a weird name for someone. Good against evil. I wonder what this could be about. And yes, of course, it says PAL. All regions. I don't actually care at this point. If I find this movie, I didn't even know it existed. I'm not going to go looking for it and find it a legitimate copy of it. It's just quite clean, a bit smudgy. A lot of these a bit scungy, and it comes in a weird case that shouldn't be for this. A double case that doesn't have a second disc. Flashback Home Entertainment. They make all these weird names. It is Payless. No, it is Flashback. It is, yeah, sorry, the company is called Flashback. It's probably a made up name. It's, you know, Devil, Good and Evil, Priest, Possessed. Don't care. It looks fun. I bought it just because I found it. The new movie, Top Gun Maverick. Haven't seen it at the cinema. Wasn't terribly interested, to be honest. I heard good things about it, but wasn't going to go out and buy it. But for $1, I will put it in my DVD collection. So there you have it. I like the first movie. Split Decisions. Now, I believe this was 80s. Once again, can't see. I'm going to look down. It is a region. Oh, it's region. What? Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. That sign. There it is again. Payless. Yes, so I have heard of this movie. It's got Gene Hackman. It just says Gene Hackman on the front. It doesn't say anyone else's name, but I think the guy in it, you'll know who he is. He's played the bad guy in other movies. Can you see that guy there? Let's see if I can do it without shaking, reaching this far. He's played the bad guy in lots of 80s movies. I can't say I've ever seen it. I was aware of it, but I picked it up. Good era film. Now I picked this one up just because of this cinema cult. The Invisible Man's Revenge. It's a bonkers story, but I picked it up. Look, this is $1 as well. I love it when they're $1. It's a legitimate copy. It's very clean, and it's just a bonkers story. I don't even want to read it to you. If you want to go and look it up, look up The Invisible Man's Revenge. It's a completely bonkers story. It doesn't make sense to read the back of it, but I'm sure it's a bit of fun. In fact, it looks black and white, but the front has the, you know, colorized image. I just picked it up because it looks like a classic old film. I'm sure it's a bit weird. I remember seeing this when it came out. In fact, not when it came out in the cinema, but I did see it when it came out directly after being on the cinema. It came out on VHS, and I liked it. It was just like really not in the ballpark of what I thought a King Arthur movie was. That's why they try to make movies a bit more kind of cutting edge and a bit rock and roll. But I didn't hate it. From the producer of Pearl Harbor. It's got a few big names in it. Him, her, who's on the back? It says that my mind's not working straight now. Clive Owen, yep. Keira Knightley, Eoin Gruffudd, Stellan Skarsgård, Stephen Delane, Ray Winston, Ray Winston, Hugh Dancy, Til Schweiger. Got music by Hans Zimmer. It's not a terrible movie. It's not a great movie. It's somewhere in between. Really doesn't. It's a bit scratched, but fairly clean. And a cool red case, regardless. The case is pretty cool looking. I did pick this up. You're gonna say, why did you pick it up? I picked this up. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? But you just picked this up like 7 videos ago. Yeah, but look at the one I picked up. Yeah, 2-disc collector's edition in a slipcase. But look how pretty this is. The slipcase is pretty cool. But look how pretty this is. Yeah. Two discs. It's even got a little slip thing here. Very pretty, very pretty. I could not say no, and it was $1. Like, you know, if I was buying that from a store, I would have paid a heck of a lot more than $1 to get this edition. My edition is pretty good, but this is a very pretty edition, so I just picked it up because of that. I almost bought this on eBay. I'm glad I didn't. I bought it for $1. Stigmata. Don't think I saw it at the cinema, but I did see it when it came out on VHS. I remember snippets, big flashes of it, but I don't remember the whole thing. It's even got the lock still in it. Let's just take that out. Let's make this a thing. There you go. There's the lock. Someone bought it, never took the lock out. Hopefully that means the disc is clean. Let's confirm that theory. No, the disc is not clean. It is very scratched. Well, quite scratched. You can see that. What is the right angle to show a scratched disc?
What's the correct angle to show a scratched disc, Father?
Yeah, it's fairly smudgy. Someone's run it over a table. Anyway, I picked it up. It's a pretty cool movie. It's got Patricia Arquette, who's awesome, Gabriel Byrne, and Jonathan Pryce. Cool movie. Speaking of religion and Devil's Own. We found this on that Try movie disc, but this is the actual movie. And I did see this at the cinema. Excellent movie. Very clean disc. Good. Brad Pitt and Harrison Ford. It's not really about devils. I think it's about from the IRA, maybe, from memory. Yeah, IRA, Deadly Assassin. I think he lives in his home or in his basement, from memory. I have to rewatch it. And he clues onto it. And Harrison Ford's a cop. Very cool. And this is the deluxe widescreen edition. You can watch it in widescreen. Okay. Back to dodgy movies. Please tell me this is original. Back the sticker. I hate it when you can't even see the region on it. Aspect ratio 4:3. This is going to be like CRT TV, old school television aspect ratio. No widescreen on this one. There is no region code on this, which means that it is dodgy. Oh, it's got the box for a region code, but nothing in it. Look at that. See that box there? Oh. Yeah, nothing there. Yeah, so this is called Shakedown. Sorry, I should have said that at the beginning. It's got Ron Perlman, that was the reason why I picked it up. And Wolf Larson, Fred Dryer, and Erika Eleniak. You'll know her from Baywatch. It's a pretty cool looking disc. You'll also know her from Under Siege. So you'll know her from Under Siege. She pops out of the birthday cake, you know, before Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey and their cronies take over the battleship. Yeah, that's her. Baywatch. Erika Eleniak. But Ron Perlman's in it, and I really like Ron Perlman. So I picked that up. Okay, I'll do the VHS in a minute. Check this out. I found this together in one go in this weird case. I got no idea what the heck this case is meant to be for, why it looks like this. Reader's Digest. Okay, it's like some kind of weird Reader's Digest thing. This is 3 cassettes. The Irish Rovers. Now I'm hoping it's Irish folk music because I really like Irish pub, punk, even old school folk music. But each one of these has different musicians on it. Anyway, I've got a cassette player that works here. I wanted to pick it up because it looked cool, but this case came with it. It was like just like that. And I took it up to the counter. She goes, "Oh, I like the case." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know what the heck this is, but I picked it up." It's got these weird clip things on the back. The cassettes were $1 each. They're usually 50 cents each. So $3 for all of this, but it comes with this Reader's Digest thing. See, it's got clips. Or is it a clip thing here? I don't know how this works. Maybe you're meant to stack them or something. But it's got the Reader's Digest. Oh, this light is terrible. Reader's Digest stamping. Anyway, I thought I'd show you that. I haven't listened to it yet. VHS documentary, Mussolini. Is that a rental sticker? Yes, it is. Men of Our Time. So I just picked it up because I like documentaries. And it's upside down. Come on, guys. It's in there. The Video Distribution Company. Oh, and it's from Video Easy as well. Cool. I picked up this one because I used to like Mini Driver a lot, and it's also got David Duchovny, and I was just trying to make up some difference in my collection when I was buying stuff. Return to Me. Don't know. It could be okay. I remember she was in a movie called A Couple of Friends. Maybe I might have that wrong. A long time ago. I used to have a bit of a crush on Mini Driver when I was younger. Anyway, I picked it up. Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to say anything else. Alright, Robin Williams, Patch Adams. It's a funny movie. And a sad movie as well, but beautiful. Robin Williams, man. There ain't nobody like this guy. And, you know, he had his problems, but a light left the world when this guy left the world. But Patch Adams, good find. It's in there. Mr. Bean. Picked it up, put it down, picked it up, put it down, picked it up, took it. Unseen Bean, and it's in there. Alright, the Three Stooges, couldn't say no, just picked it up. It's simply hilarious. G for General Exhibition. Yeah, it's in there. It looks like a single episode. It's got a really skinny tape in there. Doesn't matter. Pretty cool. Another Three Stooges. If a body meets a body. Don't know what that means. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. It's got 3 episodes. It's got If a Body Meets a Body, 1945, Monkey Businessman, 1946, and Spook Louder, 1943. I found this one. It's pretty cool. Sinbad. First kid, you know, first kid president. It's in there. Not much to say on it. Cool old school movie. And Wallace and Gromit, A Close Shave. Old school people know Wallace and Gromit when they came out. It was quite groundbreaking at the time. The first one was Wallace and Gromit's, I'm gonna forget what it was called. Cracking Toast Gromit. Fabulous stop motion animation. It really made you realise that there's a lot of artistry out there with animators. This case is a little bit wonky. The Wrong Trousers, was that the first one? I'm trying to remember now. Wear the mechanical pants that he invents. Very cool. Anyway, so that's bag number 2. Stand by, because in just a few seconds there's going to be this magic thing where it just cuts to me with bag number 3 ready to go. Ready, set, go. And we're back. Okay, so this one is smaller batch of stuff. I'll show you the first thing. By the way, I got these from Savers. See, receipt was in the bag. Savers are expensive, so you can see the total there. Can you see the total? 24 something. Yeah, they price their things a bit high. The DVDs start at about $2. Sometimes 3 or 4 if you got like a multiple disc. If you got a multiple disc media from Savers, they charge up and up and up. So anyway, there wasn't much in this bag, but I tried to pick good things. So first thing I'm going to show you is just a toy, just because it's weird as heck, to add to my Mater collection, because I've got a few Maters now. Just because he's look at this wonky thing. Just because he's funny, I pick him like that. These wonky wheels. I think it had like a push motion where it run, but it's not moving in this case. This is the wonkiest looking thing I've ever seen, but I thought it was pretty cool. Made out of pretty good plastic. It's like he's bent in half a little bit. But yeah, that's the first thing. I think I paid, I'll put the sticker off, I paid $3 or $4 for it. It says it on here. What did I pay for you? Toys, $4, $3.99. Yeah, I wouldn't normally do that, but he's pretty cool. He looks durable, he's made of good plastic. Welcome to the collection, media number 65 maybe. Okay, media. This one always eludes me. I always find Pretty in Pink. I find Pretty in Pink every single time I go op shopping. Never find 16 candles. In fact, I bought 16 candles cheap, really cheap, from JB Hi-Fi ages ago. I've got it in a bag over there, on Blu-ray, because I just could not find 16 candles on DVD. What do you know, a couple of weeks later, found 16 candles at an op shop. $2. I don't want to pay $2 for a DVD, but I finally have 16 candles. Very clean, couple of scratches, nothing to worry about. Happy I found it. Disappointed I had to get the Blu-ray first. Now you remember I found all those wrong turns. I think it was wrong turn 2 and 4 in that wet bag. I think it was in the wet bag of DVDs I found in the rain. Well, I found wrong turn 3, so now I just need number 1, unless there's 5. Wrong turn 3. God, it looks legitimately scary as well. Anyway, I was happy to pick that up. You don't find many horrors at op shops. I don't know why. It frustrates the heck out of me. I just feel like people are taking all the good ones out before they even hit the shelf, or because it's an op shop run by maybe a charity type / religious organisation, maybe they just get rid of all the horrible movies and throw them in the bin. I got no idea, but I was happy to find this regardless. Let's move you over, Mater. Let's put Mater up behind us. You can oversee what we're doing. Can you see him back there? He's watching. Always watching. I don't always find PlayStation 2 games at op shops. In fact, I very rarely do. I do occasionally luck out on some good ones and batches of them. And this one is reasonably scratched. But I found SingStar ABBA. I do have a SingStar unit and only one microphone. I don't think I even have the unit that plugs into it. We'll rectify that later. But I picked this up because I just want to keep adding PlayStation 2 games to my collection. They're the ones I mostly collect. I do have an extensive game collection. PS4, PS1 I have very little of. PS2 I have a lot of. PS3 I have quite a lot of. PSP. And I even have some Vita games. Not a stack, but quite a few. But PlayStation 2 is the one that I still have my original unit from. I first bought it brand new in the box and everything. So I still collect. I mostly collect, try to aim for PS2. So I picked it up. I might be able to buff out the scratches. It does come with the manual. I think it was only, it was $1. I don't know why that was $1 and it was $2, but it is reasonably. Can you capture the scratches? Please, camera, just work for it. There you go. It's reasonably scratched. But Tricky Trades do offer a disc cleaning service, so maybe I'll give it a go. There were a couple of, okay, right. So there's VHS next, so okay, cool. So I've got CDs. Always happy to find Bowie, always. I used to own pretty much up until the mid-90s every album on LP. I stored them at some house when I was living in Newcastle, a friend's house. They were transitional, and I forgot what house it was. So somewhere in someone's shed they found pretty much my whole collection of all my photos of when I was young, a bunch of CDs, books, toys, and LPs. But anyway, I found David Bowie's Changes, and it was $3, so it's more than I would normally pay. But hey man, you don't find Bowie that much. Fairly scratched, not badly. Oh god, why can I not show it? It's just being scratched. Yeah, it's got some scratches. But look, I don't think they're a problem. They're surface, so should be fine. Very happy with that. Saw these guys live when I was young. Spin Doctors. Pocket Full of Kryptonite. Saw them live. On stage in Newcastle at the Newcastle Workers Club before it had the earthquake and got half knocked down, and got thrown. I think it was either the pick, one of the guitarist picks, or the drumsticks. I can't remember. They could have been another band, and caught them in the audience. Very fun band. Very fun band. In fact, I found this CD before in op shops, but it's so scratched. This one is quite clean. Close. few scratches, but nothing bad. So happy to finally have that without having to bring home a scratch disc. This one, never see it out. Joe Satriani, I listened to this over and over when I was young. It's $3. I mean, they're really expensive on CDs, I don't know why. In excellent condition. In fact, when you see this album on any other streaming service, usually when you see it on streaming services, it's got a completely different album cover. It's got the American style album cover, which I think could be just a surfboard with like shooting meteors. It doesn't have this Silver Surfer guy. I don't know if they had issues with the Silver Surfer and Marvel. But yeah, so good to find this original release one. In fact, it's got an original quality at a nice price, removable sticker. And it's very clean. I mean, like a few surface scratches, but very clean. And it's got the old style discs with just the writing. So this looks like an original release. Disc is quite clean. Cool album. Cool album. I used to listen to mine over and over and over again. Okay. VHS. Kill a Mockingbird. Couldn't say that. Now it was from Sabres. They weren't 50 cents, they were $1 each. Yeah, definitely picked it up. It was in there. Rules of Engagement. Just remind me. Oh yeah, Tommy Lee Jones and Samuel L. Jackson. It does have Guy Pearce in it as well. Vaguely remember this movie. I don't know if I watched it or watched it all the way through. But, oh, and I didn't notice this. Check this out. 2-in-1 video. Okay, can I do this? Can I do this on camera? Can you see that? Once again, sealed. Sealed movie. That means I can't watch it. So I'm going to collect all my sealed ones. Sealed. Well, okay. Wasn't expecting that. But that's cool. So I'm going to put all the sealed ones together. Don't break the seal. Cool. Sealed copy. Didn't know. Didn't even know. Domestic Disturbance. Good old John Travolta and Vince Vaughn. Tell me you're sealed. No. Very clean copy though. Kmart, $18.89. See that? There you go. This one was a cool one. 99 cents. Princess Bride. I don't know if this was a re-release because the cover, I don't know if that was the original cover. Very well might have been. Not sealed, darn it. That would be cool. So, look, man, I like these older movies, like, you know, the golden era. It's not probably the golden era of movies, but the golden era of VHS tapes. Those classic ones you watch when you're younger. Very happy to find that. Alright, so that's all of them. I did 16 Candles. I think 16 Candles was one of the few. Yeah, that's right. So, Wrong Turn and 16 Candles were the only DVDs out of that lot. Okay, so we're going to shoot to the last bag. You'll see it cut straight to me. So let's do it again for the last bag. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're back. Now, mistakes were made in the break there. I picked out a bag and I thought it was the last bag. It actually was one I'd already gone through you all with, so I had to move it to the side so I can stack the DVDs. And pull out a bag that was actually tucked further back that I mistakenly didn't see. This is the fourth bag. It's got quite a few cool things in it. A bit of everything really. Now I've got a receipt here. It's from Salvos, sorry. I don't think it covers everything in this bag. I've got a funny feeling, if I tally it up, say it says miscellaneous item times 4. I don't think this is for everything. I think it's for most of them. But it does say $36. So that's a lot of money for anyone, including at a Salvo store. So I think 13 plus 4, so 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. No, it's not. It can't be all of this. This must be mixed in with two things because there's a lot of DVDs. Anyway, that was $36. It covered some of this stuff. They called some of it miscellaneous items, so that would be the other stuff. Let's just go through it. Alright, we'll go through the DVDs first. We'll move these out of the way. And these out of the way. And we can stack them up. cool. Some pretty cool things in this one. The pirate movie. I think I saw this. I don't think I saw all of it, to be honest, a long time ago. It's an old movie. It's a comedy. It's got the seal still in. The seal's looking very yellow. Hasn't seen too much sun. Does it mean the disc is chewed up? It's a comedy. Quite scratched. In fact, I don't know why I didn't notice it was that scratched. But it's not deep. Yeah, you can see it's all there. There are some scratches. Oh gosh, yeah, there are some scratches. Hopefully they're just surface. Doesn't matter. It's a very old movie. I'm gonna take this thing out. Let's make it a thing. There it is. Very yellow. In fact, I wash my hands after that. Oh, they're on the floor. Yeah, funny movie. Got it. It's old. A Night at the Roxbury. Keep finding this one. Scratched. Really scratched. Like thrown across the room, stepped on and used to skate around the house. Scratched. Usually when I find them. This one I think I picked up because it was reasonably clean. It's actually really clean. Like really clean. So I picked it up. Very funny. Will Ferrell, Chris Kattan. Just funny. I picked it up because it was funny. The Happening was it's Mark Wahlberg. I thought it was somebody else, but yes, M. Night Shyamalan. God, I always get his name wrong. I have this. Someone gave it to me burnt. I just wanted to think. Extras. Too shocking for cinemas. So it's got extra stuff. If you've seen it, you know what it's about. You know, trees injuring people.
Tree? I am no tree.
Like that, making people go crazy, do crazy things. It's cool. Got it. I like Shyamalan. Shyamalan. Yes, got it right. You probably hate it. If you don't mess with the Zohan. Some of the scenes in this movie are so funny. Reasonably clean, it's scuffed, it's smudgy, it's funny, it's silly, you don't have to like it. They Call Me Bruce. Who remembers this movie? It's a cool movie, man. It's a cool old movie. Very clean disc. I won't explain it, if you know, you know. Dragon Storm, this is so bodgy. Maxwell Caulfield, and guess one person, thespian old actor who just doesn't care about what movies they're in. Big budget, small budget, was in Lord of the Rings. Big booming voice, Bajindi. John Rhys Davies, Dragonstorm. How bodgy does this thing look? Look, even the back. Look, it's like it was shot on a VHS camera. Anyway, I picked it up. I like this kind of crap. Look at it. Look at that. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna watch that one for sure. Very clean disc. I'm hoping for, even though it says M, moderate violence. That's not what it's for. Yeah, that's what I thought. Region all. Right there. Region all. That's okay. You won't find it elsewhere. Falling. Let's pick them up. Cypher. Picked it up. I'm looking for weird movies from the director of Cube. Isn't it The Cube? Jeremy Northam, Lucy Liu. Never forget who you are. Bit of a mind bender. Very clean disc. Little smudgy but clean. Yeah, I'll watch it. I don't recall it. I've heard the name Cypher. I don't recall ever watching it. Scanner Darkly. Anyone else a Philip K. Dick fan? The author. It's getting a bit of a resurgence at the moment. This was fully animated. Very clean disc, by the way. I did like this kind of like cartoon animation where it's real, but it's, you can see by the images. A lot of big actors in it. Keanu Reeves, Robert Downey Jr., Woody Harrelson, Winona Ryder, and Rory Cochrane. Never got around to seeing this, but really keen to see it. But the images, you can see that's how it's done. It's got that kind of computer game style. Anyway, now I was so lucky. I have number 1, season 1, which I found at Op-Shop. Now I have the young one, season 2, or what they call series 2.
I'm very sober and very, very bored!
So I'm very happy about that. Series 2 should be 1 disc, yeah. Beautiful pink disc. Very clean, so I'm really happy about that. Having the young one, series 2. I'd have to look up how many series there actually were. But really, really happy to find this. Really happy, you don't understand. Very happy. This was an awesome find. When I was young, I wanted to see this. It's a 2-disc edition. I wanted to see this at the movies, at the drive-in. I lived in the country for a while when I was young, growing up, and this was showing at a drive-in theatre, and I was a bit young to see it, but I wanted to see it. Dirty Harry. This is a 2-disc edition. This is the Dirty Harry collection. Oh, wait a minute, is it? Wait a second. I need to check something. Dirty Harry. Oh, it said the collection. The Dirty Harry collection. Maybe it's part of a wider collection. I thought it, because it said collection, it would have Dirty Harry and the other Dirty Harry. There was 3 Dirty Harrys. But this is a special features disc. No, it's only just the first Dirty Harry. It's just got 80 special features. But I'm really happy to find this at an Op-Shop for $1, I think it was. It was $1. The Year of Living Dangerously, Mel Gibson. And who was the actress? Sigourney Weaver, of course. Old movie, you know, back before Mel became an absolute idiot. Very clean disc. So he's a very good director, I will give him that. Very happy to find that. Superman 2. Some people say the best Superman. Some people say Superman 1, the very first movie, was crap. But I like this one. Look, it's got the other Superman from Krypton. Prisoners that escape their infinity cube thing. The disc, 2-disc edition. I think I did see the first Superman there as well. Can't recall, but I picked this one up because I really liked it. It was clean, it was a 2-disc edition. Stanley Kubrick collection, another collection. The Shining. I was reading a whole article on this because I've never seen it all the way through. I know, you can laugh at me all you like, but I've never seen it all the way through. The Shining. This is a 2-disc edition. No, it's a single edition. Sorry, I beg your pardon. But by the way, the disc is very clean. I'm confused by the collection thing. However, it has got a bit of a discolorized ring around the outside and a couple of scratches. I don't know if it's like a disc rot kind of thing. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the white? You can sort of see it's here around here. It's got like the discoloration. You'll see it there. See that? So hopefully it plays. I hope it's not any kind of disc rot. Possible. I don't think you can clean disc rot. And that clip's working very poorly. Quite a lot. Anyway, I'm happy to own it because I don't have a lot of Kubrick. I have 2001, a few others. I got Jerry Lewis in the Geisha Boy. Now, keep in mind, like I grew up watching Jerry Lewis. I'm aware that, you know, it's always been wrong to, I guess, do the kind of things he was doing back in the day, where he's pulling faces and all that stuff. But when I was growing up, he was hilarious. But can't take away watching. He was a funny guy. I don't think he ever meant any disrespect, but yes, you can't do the kind of things that he used to do, even if he thought he was doing something for fun these days. But yes, I picked it up. I think that was $1 as well. I have a very large Jerry Lewis collection, in fact. A little bit scratched, a little bit scuffed, but I didn't have this one. In fact, there's a few I'm missing. I thought I wasn't missing any, but I'm missing quite a few. But I picked it up. It's going in the collection. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? I'm sure you've seen this, especially if you're as old as I am. Excellent movie. Leonardo DiCaprio, Johnny Depp and Juliette Lewis. Very sad movie, very enlightening movie. Well shot, well acted. Excellent, excellent movie. I picked up Thor Ragnarok, was it? No, sorry, The Dark World. I already explained Ragnarok. Because I told you I'm trying to catch up on superheroes. picked it up. It's a legit copy. It is clean, but very mucky. I'm mucky sometimes. See, I like grit. It's not even grit, it's like dust and, I don't know, greasy fingers. Picked it up, so 1 disc DVD. There's no special features on it. Sorry if someone looking at one of the El Cheapo versions. I picked it up anyway. I have this on a 2-disc edition. No, sorry, I have this on a 2-disc, 2-movie collection. But I wanted a single one, Rats. I love this movie. It's a great movie. Very cringy.
There is no Easter Bunny!
But yes, I wanted the original one. Great looking disc, by the way. Little scratch, little scuffy. It's a good angle, good shape. It's this one. It needs to be right. Yeah, a little bit scuffy, a little bit scratch. Should play. Oh, this one says $2 on it. It's in a different store. I can't find this individually, but I will one day. Daryl. I remember seeing this at a little cinema in Lake Macquarie, New South Wales. Daryl and Short Circuit 2. Now I have Short Circuit 1, so this for now will be my Short Circuit 2. But Daryl's a great movie. Really cool movie. And this is actually 2 separate discs, which is always good. Should I bother with the quality? Except for that weird, whatever that is, dust. Good quality on Daryl, and good quality on Short Circuit 2. So for now, they'll each have to make up for having them individually in one package. My neck is getting a bit pinched sitting here. Stallone, Burt Reynolds, Kip Pardue, Til Schweiger, Gina Gershon, Estella Warren, and Christian De La Fuente. Driven. Yeah, I'm going to collect Stallone stuff. It's got Burt Reynolds in it as well, and some other good actors. I picked it up. I was going to put it down, but I was like, oh, I'm going to pick it up eventually anyway. I'll just pick it up. Wes Craven presents Don't Look Down. Now, I have picked this up and put this down a few times. It's not Wes Craven, he's presenting it. Don't Look Down. It is a thriller slash. Oh, and it's taped up. Didn't get to check the quality. Let's take the tape off. There's the tape. God, now what do I do with it? Don't Look Down. Okay. Wes Craven presents. Come on, pop out. Really reasonably clean. Region all, so I'm not too surprised these days. Carla's boyfriend snapped photos. As Carla's boyfriend snapped photos, Carla's sister fell through a loose railing and plummeted over a cliff to a tragic death. Ever since, Carla has been haunted by visions of her angry sister blaming her. As a result, Carla has developed an unnatural and paralyzing fear of heights. To overcome her acrophobia, she joins a support group, but when the support group members start getting killed one by one, Carla begins to suspect that her sister's accident was no accident, and she has been the real target all along. Yeah, so it's going to have a bit of like, I don't know how to explain it. It says M on the front, but I'm assuming it's probably closer to arm. Someone wrote on the cover. Please don't write on your covers. And the cover looks a bit scungy, by the way. Megan Ward, Billy Burke, and Terry Kiney. I believe this movie is low budget-ish and was given a thumbs up by Wes Craven. So well worth a watch, even though it does say region all, which is always disappointing. I'll put that to the side. And that mask, I forgot that was in there. Demi Moore, Striptease. Why not? It's an old movie and I left it taped up. There was also Showgirls. I was looking to find Showgirls somewhere along the line because that was an old movie. But I ended up finding Striptease. It's not an amazing movie. It's not even a sexy movie. It's just a movie. Yeah, it's legitimate. Region 4. Oh, God, why do you gotta tape? They've taped it twice. Not even 3 times, like twice. Alright, check the disc. Region 4, very clean. I mean, Demi Moore back in her day was a very good actor. I don't know what she's really doing these days. Picked it up anyway. I found a Alfred Hitchcock movie from the Alfred Hitchcock collection. Rope. Haven't seen it before. I don't think I've even heard of it before. It was $2. But I gotta collect classic stuff, so I picked it up. My buddy Mark will be saying shame on you right now, probably. But then again, he is more into the old Hammer horrors. But I would very much assume that you would be a Hitchcock fan, Mark. Please leave a note in the comments, Mark, if you are a Hitchcock fan. A bit dusty, but clean. We're very close to finishing this pile, by the way. It's a long pile. I picked it up. Happy to have it. Alright, let's go. The Blu-ray. I picked it up because I've got Maui over there. We've got Moana. I did check quality already. It's a Blu-ray. I picked it up. My kids have access to Disney Plus. This is only a 1-disc edition, but Moana is a great movie. It's a very fun movie. Some people love Disney, some people hate it, some people are ambivalent, but this is an awesome movie. Really like it. And I'm not too sure of the whole historical background to Moana in terms of like how Disney gets to have access to people's cultures to make movies and make a profit. But if you were to step away from that a little bit, I was very happy to see that they made a movie about Pacific Islander culture. I would hope in my heart that they did the right thing, whatever that might be. I don't know how that works, but I would hope that they did the right thing by telling this story. It's an awesome story, it's very cool, and I think it does a lot of justice to the Pacific Islanders and the Pacific Island community in terms of telling their story. But yes, I do really hope that Disney did the right thing by making sure they support Pacific Island, by supporting Pacific Island communities in making this project. A great movie. Yes. Okay, so I found this and I picked it up. I do not own an original Xbox, but I love finding these older games. I picked up Battlestar Galactica. Now it's on the OG Xbox, as you can see, the green cases for these original Xboxes. I have some Xbox 360 games, and this is taped up. I don't think I checked it. Usually with games, to be fair, unless it's a crappy game or it's a game that I'm maybe umming and ahhing about, I don't tend to pay too much attention. Discs can be cleaned, and the cases are almost these days worth more than the actual games themselves. Why you're not with me? Some kind of weird tape thing going on here. I picked it up. It's free when you trade in 2 games with this format. It's all in there. I own this on PlayStation 2, the same game. It's got the manual. Very good condition. And hopefully the disc is clean. Whoa, that is quite scratched up. I don't know if you'll catch that. It's mostly smudged, so a lot of that looks worse than what it is, but there are some sizable scratches in that. So anyway, I picked it up. I don't think this cost that much. It was $2. So I just picked it up anyway. I don't know why it's the first Xbox, original Xbox in my collection. Stay there, maybe one day I'll find an OG Xbox to play it on. Alright, let's go music. This was an awesome music score. Awesome. Maybe not to all of you people out there, but to me it was awesome. Man, I found the Blue Album, 1967 to 1970 of the Beatles. A double. It was $4 and it was well worth it. Discs are in there. A little bit scratched, but not terrible. Come with the booklet. Disc 2. A lot cleaner than disc 1. I mean, it's got all the good ones. Strawberry Fields Forever, Penny Lane, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Lady Madonna. It's got all the good ones. Back of the USSR, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Don't Let Me Down. Like, I sing a lot of these songs around the house. This is an excellent album for $4. Excellent album. So happy to find this. I got a sealed. Is it sealed? Yes. A few sealed things recently. Sealed 80s number ones. So the number ones has some good one. I have a few collections of 80s songs, as you would expect, but this is great, and it's sealed, so it will get unsealed because it's not, you know, worth all the money. Now let's do this collection here. No, let's do these first. I found Pink Floyd, The Wall. No, sorry, Dark Side of the Moon. Excellent album. Discs in there. It was quite clean. A little bit scratchy, but not much. Excellent album. Loved listening to Pink Floyd when I was younger. I found this one just for fun because I remember it when it came out. Chef Aid. This is the South Park album. Chef Aid. Ridiculous album. Quite hilarious. I don't know if you're offended by South Park, but it's a little bit scratchy. But this is such a funny album. It's such a funny album. Really glad to find it just in an op-shop. I think that was $2. Okay, so here are the awesome ones that I found. I don't know if I've ever told you before in a video. I know that up here that you can't see, I've got the Gorillaz CMYK collection of figurines that I bought brand new from Minotaur years and years and years ago. I think they were about $50, $60 each. That whole collection, box by the way, not open, that whole collection of 4 figurines up there is now in the $1,500 mark and rising. So I'm glad I held on to them. But anyway, so my Gorillaz collection that I found was a lot. I actually put a few back that I already owned, but I'm kicking myself because my kids really like Gorillaz. I found these. Done these. All of them Gorillaz. I don't own these. The newer Song Machine album. It is a bit short on tracks. The one you can get streaming has a few more tracks on it. I'm a huge Gorillaz fan. Love Gorillaz. They, I could do a whole, wow, it's really clean. I could do a whole video on Gorillaz and what my opinions are. They are so experimental. There are some things I don't like about some of their tracks, but for the most part, I consider them to be the David Bowie of the modern era as a band. You know, always shifting, always changing, always finding new directions, having highs and having lows, and having deeps, having dark, having light and bright, having like more trippy, more experimental, mixing with cultural music, inviting artists to come and join them. They're just an amazing band. I don't love every single track they've ever released. I'm not that kind of like insane supporter, but I love most of their music. This is an excellent album because it's very eclectic and they've tried a lot of new things, but I most of all love their art. And if you know anything about Gorillaz, Damon Albarn, the singer of Blur, got together with his mate Tank Girl's Jamie Hewlett, who drew Tank Girl. I think he wrote Tank Girl for a little while as well. Amazing artist, and he had an idea of creating a virtual band to sort of highlight that music was going to the dogs to a certain degree, and then music was just kind of pandering to what people wanted. And Jamie Hewlett agreed, and Gorillaz was born. The very first album I ever listened to was Gorillaz' first album, Gorillaz, and like I can't even explain it. Like, I mean, look at the artwork. They've just continued being an amazing band. Anyway, I won't wax lyrical about Gorillaz. I'll just let you know that I love all the stuff they do. All these albums I picked up at the Op-Shop I do not own. I just never got around to it. I have about 5 albums, including G and D sides. But I just sort of stopped buying them after a certain, I think after Demon Days, maybe. No, I can't look in Demon Days. There was a few albums. I've got about 5 albums, including EPs here, D sides, G sides. But anyway, so all of these I needed. I never got around to buying. I was going to buy on streaming service or like, you know, own a copy, but I ended up finding them here for $2 each. They're almost brand new. Very happy. So that is my Song Machine version. There are a lot of Song Machine versions, but this is at least some of them. This album, Humans with a Z at the end, is excellent as well. It's a whole new level. Very clean. Oh my god, it's so clean. Whoever bought these really looked after them. You get a lot of, how do I describe it, Joy Division-y bass in this album and also in Song Machine. You get like that Joy Division kind of feel, a little bit of New Order, you get like David Bowie kind of sounds, you get all sorts of different, I can't explain it without making it sound like I'm just referring to other artists, but if you have a musician that you love, there'll be a song somewhere in Gorillaz that has that feel to it. They're very authentic when it comes to, like, I don't know, the groundedness of how they sound when they play. There's something that will touch you. But yes, this is Humans, and this has some great tracks. This one was sealed, like $2. Look, see it? Can you see the seal? Where's the seal on this? Must be on that side. Can you see the seal? Yeah, camera. Can you see the seal? If I hold it like that, can you see the seal on it? Yeah, you can see the sticker. The sticker's on the seal. This is the Now. It's an excellent album. This is the album I was thinking of before. Trans. There's a track on here called Trans. It's like a dancey kind of track. Very, very cool. I haven't opened this yet, but I will. And once again, amazing artwork. So brand new, awesome, like brand new. Plastic Beach was, I think, after 10 days. Can't recall. I wanted to buy it, but never did. This is one of those weird ones I don't really like that much, but it's like a slim cardboard case. It does come with a little slip thing in this side, which I took out carefully and put back in carefully, which has Murdoch, a zombie-ish, vampire-ish character out of the group. This is a pretty cool album as well. They've always got a theme. They mix up pop culture and they mix up all the elements of things that you might love, like zombies and like Korean pop kind of stuff. Add a little bit of Britpop, and then you've got like the hip hop elements. It's just all mixed together, and they've all got their quirky little characters where, you know, they're a bit Tank Girl in that way, where they're always on adventures, and they've got lots of stuff to talk about. It's just a weird group. They're awesome. They just combine so many great elements. Anyway, I'll stop going on and on about it. So I found 4 Gorillaz albums for $2 each. I think that one was $1 because it was cardboard. They didn't know what it was, so they put $1 on it. So just for the Gorillaz ones, 2, 4, 6, $7 for 4 full albums. Very happy with that. Okay, moving on, because this video is getting very long. I'll do this first. 2 comic books. I left a lot of comic books behind, but I brought a couple back for my kids. But I got 2 of these. Constantine. Remember the movie Constantine, based on the comics. Occultish comic books. Very cool. This is like the graphic novel version. So we got Volume 4 and Volume 1, The Spark and the Flame, and Volume 4 was The Apocalypse Road. So pretty happy to find those. I like a good graphic novel, and I can't say I've read a full graphic novel of Constantine. I read a lot of single editions, all out of order back in the day. Yeah, he's always fighting the dark forces. Great guy, you know, down and out kind of detective character with his own powers. Very cool. So that was cool. I think they were $3 each. Yeah. So that was a good find. Very happy with that. Last thing I've got out of this, just to end this all up, is in this Disney Infinity, Marvel Infinity, Incredible Hulk. Just like the style of it. You can see on the bottom it says pass the sticker Marvel. You can see a Disney Infinity. So it's one of the ones you put on the little table and you can add them to the game. But I just liked him. He's huge. And he's very cool and stylized. So I picked him up. He was $2. Sorry for leaving it to have to show you all of that, but yeah, because I'm glad to get this all out of the way so I can start stacking those Blu-rays and DVDs back into those shelves over there, and I can clear this floor. And once I've cleared up all the DVDs, I can start showing you new things that I bring in instead of having to backlog everything and do it late. So thank you for that. I appreciate you being with me for my journey. The subscribers are growing week by week, so thank you so much to the new subscribers. Thank you for dealing with my rambling and talking about movies and collecting and doing everything on the cheap. That's how we roll around here in the Doom Room. But thank you so much for your time. I hope that you stick around and watch the next thing that comes up. There's always something going on. I'm always planning something, especially trying to get this room ready so I can do bigger and greater things in this room. We're going to introduce you to some more people in the near future. Hopefully we'll have a chat with Mark McBride as a one-on-one, and we want to talk to him about Del Toro Quest, his artwork, where he started, where he's going now, and all of the books and the stuff in between. He's a really great guy and he's really interesting, so I can't say 100% when that might happen, but stay tuned, because he was quite happy to have a chat to me, and we're going to do that again hopefully in the near future. So that's something to look forward to, and I think we'll do some live hunting at some point, because I always turn the camera off when I go into shops. I'm quite shy in person, but maybe we'll start changing things up a little bit and try and explore a few newer options with this channel, open things up and get do a bit deeper dive on the things we love. So stay tuned for that, and I'd like it if you could jump onto my Facebook page or jump onto my Instagram. I'm not always active on there as much as I'd like to be, but I am quite busy, but I do jump on. If you like what I do, please feel free to like and subscribe over there, and you know, if there's a bell notification you want to hit to be notified when to watch the next video, it'll be over here, but don't hit that, hit the one down there. And I want to say thank you again for all your time. Stick with me in the pink hoodie and the hat that I was going to wear that is right here, because we all love Star Wars. And we'll see what we come up with next. You can see my double stack shelves that were completed not long ago here, looking great. Bit of a mess over here, some controllers and a bunch of other stuff I need to tidy up, but the room is coming along great, bit by bit, week by week. Let's get chatting about movies, let's get talking about what we love, collecting physical media, toys, games, you know, magazines, books, all sorts of stuff. I've got some great stuff down here, some great books down here as well, and underneath behind me that are all about movies and games and stuff. We can chat about pretty much anything. But anyway, Neon Doom here in the Neon Doom room. I'd just like to say thanks again and good night. Neon Doom out. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of JB Hi-Fi.